quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking.
Hey now, welcome back to another Behind the Investigation episode with Jared
And Brent.
and Brent. Tonight we're talking about a case, private case in Pasadena, Maryland. Actually, the street over from my grandfather's house.
Yeah.
She contacted us through our Facebook page, gave us some claims. We went over a couple times before the investigation to do baseline sweeps and found some interesting things. And during the investigation, we found some interesting things. So we're going to touch base on that. I think the house was, if I remember correctly, it was built in the 50s. But the area also was a farm in the 20s.
Wow. I didn't even know that part.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
that area right there at 14th Street.
Yeah.
All that area was a big farm.
Was it really? Wow. I mean, it shouldn't be that surprising. I mean, everything's built up these days. So, yeah.
But it's a pretty interesting case. We found some really interesting things at it. So we're going to touch base on that one today. What have you been up to, Brent?
Dude, it's been just a fun week of, trying to be patient for it to end because I'm excited about this weekend. I'm excited for Saturday, bro.
Me too. Me too. Hopefully this pre-installed COVID will be gone by then.
I know. I feel for you, brother.
I got my second shot yesterday, and I feel like dog crap.
You look like dog crap, too.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy.
Now you look fine. I see it in your eyes, though. I hear it in your voice.
We're going to dredge through it, but hopefully I'm feeling better. We got some really good news this week on all kinds of fronts. The documentary has been approved again to start editing by the society, and Brent is working on that. So hopefully we can get that out as a re-upload soon. New editing and things that needed to be taken out.
Yep.
We also won. We got two really big wins this week, which I am extremely happy about.
Proud about it, too.
We landed two awesome locations. As more details come out, we'll let some more information out because they wanted to get out. But as of right now, I can't say the location. But all I gotta say is they're pretty.
I'm excited.
But yeah. So things are moving along. We got our investigation at Howard County Historical Society Museum Saturday. Me and Brent's first time being back in 5-6 years, so
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
And I tell you what, that's gonna be a fun one to get back into. We've got some. I don't want to sound like a jerk when I say unfinished business, but
We do.
we got some stuff to take care of in this place.
We do, and we're going to do it. We're also going to go live.
Yeah.
If anybody is getting this and want to know where to capture the live at, we started a new Facebook page today, Pasadena Paranormal. It's going to be streamed on the Facebook page. And we're going to do a live EVP session with playback, maybe a little bit of meter play, and a flashlight session. So 10-15 minutes just to kick off the investigation, get everybody waiting for the documentary to come out. Because this documentary was approved. We were told that we could do whatever we want with the video on this one. And Sean, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, so things are looking good. Again, Facebook page, Pasadena Paranormal. Saturday, 7:45. By then, this will already be.
Yeah.
You can always come back to the Pasadena Paranormal and watch it. But we're going to get into this Pasadena case.
You want to give us the rundown on like what were the claims were and
This was the one, if you remember correctly, that the spirit was texting the daughter
I remember it had something to do with the daughter.
from the phone.
Oh
Remember?
yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that claim.
Mm.
I remember hearing that and like, what?
Yeah.
Say what now?
And
I've seen how this movie ends.
so she was getting messages on her phone from her mom's phone while she was in the shower, and it was just a bunch of words that you really couldn't make out of it. Just X, Y, Z.
A bunch of letters. Yeah, it was just a bunch of
letters,
marbles.
symbols, and stuff like that. But I want everybody to do themselves a favor. On your smartphone, your touchscreen phone, get a strong magnet and use the strong magnet to open it up and put in your password. Your phone will open up.
Yeah, I mean, the electromagnetic field.
A strong electromagnetic field is basically like the human touch. That's why a REM pod works.
Yeah. And I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you know, all the full electromagnetic spectrum here
Mm-hmm.
we reside in. And you know, visible light is just a part of that. You got, you know, infrared,
Mm-hmm.
ultraviolet, you know, X-rays.
Yep.
You know, there's a full spectrum there. And they, you know, these spirits have to, you know, they still, if they're interacting here, they're doing something in this universe with the energy that's available.
Yep.
And to be able to affect physical, you know, stuff. So yeah,
This is a pretty cool.
they can do it. I mean, if a magnet can do it,
They can.
Don't mean to finger.
But this was a pretty cool case, and we were able to help them understand their haunt after the evidence that we showed to them. So the first one, Brent, you want to go ahead and pull that up?
Yeah. All right. So
All right, so this is an Echovox capture in the kitchen.
oh, yep.
Let's let that roll.
All right, here we go.
Somebody's name. And if you're saying two, there's two of you here. We need to know both of your names.
I picked it. I was trying to move it.
No, a man and a woman. Just said no.
Yeah,
So-
dude.
This
Hold on. All right.
this investigation was very hard. Like, somebody was stubborn. The female was very stubborn. She never gave us her name, and I couldn't find anything on the history.
Right.
Might have been a wanderer that came in and maybe a known Steve, but we got
Yeah.
Steve's name. He ended up cooperating with us. The female, never. So,
You know, I actually trying to think. I remember sitting in the kitchen talking to the owner of the house, and I remember asking if, you know, that she brought anything in with her, anything
Mhm.
new. And I don't remember if she answered that or what she answered to it. Or maybe she may have just said no, and that's why I don't remember it, because it wasn't anything to talk about.
Nope.
But I remember us actually asking that,
Yeah.
like, you know, you have an idea of what is there something new in here? Something you
Yeah.
brought-
did you buy antique?
What'd you buy on eBay?
Yeah.
You know, that antique thing.
Not that she, if I remember correctly, I don't think she said she brought anything in. I think
Yeah.
Steve was there, and maybe this woman that we could not capture her name. She was stubborn. Go figure.
I'm trying to remember all the like places we focused on. Obviously, we focused on in the kitchen. I think we did stuff in the basement. And I remember being that, and maybe it was the mom's room stuff was those concerns in there. I know we definitely were in there. I remember that they had that hairless cat.
Yep. Yes, they did.
And
Yes, they did.
it was always on my bed.
Yeah, so I mean, clear as day, no. You could tell that the two were working in tandem, and I think personally, the female was the dominant in this relationship. And,
Yeah, or at least in that home, I don't know if it was a relationship, but she was like, "Look, I'm in charge."
and I think maybe old Steve may have may have heard an earful after we left.
Yep, you talking to them?
Uh-huh.
You gonna talk to them?
So,
You texting that little girl?
we're gonna go with another one.
Yep.
Another clip, real quick.
All right, here we go.
Is there a man and a woman?
Was that me talking downstairs?
Yep.
Okay.
We're here.
Is there,
I mean, where is
is there a man?
Dude, listen to that again.
Back just a little bit.
The fearful is like so clear, bro. It's exactly like that sounds like you just stayed in that room.
And take that back just a little bit. A little bit further. Nope, right there. Yep.
Yeah. Fearful. Yeah, dude, don't hurt us. We're fearful.
So people always ask, why do you use the Echo Box so much? Exhibit A.
Yeah. And
Did you hear how clear that was? It said clearly, don't hurt us. We're fearful. And
I mean, the bottom line is you're gonna use what you're comfortable with, use what is working in the area. I mean, if the Echo Box didn't work, if we weren't getting something through it,
it wouldn't be used.
We wouldn't use it.
Exactly.
And it's not like we're getting, the color blue, or just like I like clouds every time. It's not it's relevant stuff.
Relevant to the situation and the question being asked.
Exactly. And
we don't have, especially when you're going into a residential case, you don't have time to mess around. You got to figure out what's going on, what we can do to help these people. So you got to use what produces, and with our experience, it produces.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to not just residential, most areas you go into, unless you have like a Von Paris like we had, where you just kind of, all right, I'm bored, let's go spend a few hours every other weekend, do something here at our, on our own, in our own will. You're always on that time crunch. No matter where you're at, you're on that kind of time crunch. But the point here is to actually use these different tools and figure out what actually works best. And it's not just what works best. I mean, they could be using every single one of them. But if you can't understand what's going on, then there's a problem. That Ovilus M, worked great. It honestly worked amazing. But I didn't get it. I didn't really hear it until review time, where the Echo Box, even the Scottish Paranormal app, I can hear those much better real time. The Spirit Box was amazing. For me, on review, it was amazing. But in real time, I was like, dude, I've got to get so far away from this thing, and different people.
Just wait till you see this new Spirit Box. Because
you got a new Spirit Box?
Yeah, it's a PSP7, but I really, really did tune the hell out of that stuff.
Oh, cool.
I mean, we don't have any radio bleed.
That's perfect.
This week, this is Monday, not Thursday, but this week, you'll be seeing two new Civil War ITC sessions.
Yeah.
One from Gettysburg and one from Dugan House in Manassas Battlefield. The Manassas Battlefield, I left a little chunk of the spirit box in there because I want people to hear what a detuned spirit box is supposed to sound like.
You mean, okay, so you left, you mean you just left it where it was just raw?
I was asking questions. I was not getting any replies.
Yep.
But you could also hear that it was about 200 sweep rate. So it was and not one radio blip.
Yep.
When you have no radio blips,
Yeah.
very easy to reveal.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and when you have no radio blips and you hear something come through, it better get your attention. Like, oh, wait a second, that was actually, a word. That was
Something
language.
came out.
Yeah, that was not static. That was actually a word. Whether you heard it or not, you got to recognize it can't pick up any radio station. So pay attention to me now.
The antenna's gone. It's on the new red pod.
Right. That is awesome. That's cool. I'm excited to see those too. I haven't even seen them. So
when I turned on EchoBuck 2.0 and put it in B-Bank, shit got real.
going back to the Echo Box, and like you said, people asking why you use this all the time. I remember I think we said this before, when you first brought that up, and I was like, dude,
it's an app.
Phone app. Oh, are we really going there?
No, let's test it out.
Yeah, and it wasn't just test it out. It was look at this, how it works. The operation of it. It's not like a phone app with a database. It's just it's programmed to say words. It has no database that can't pull from anything.
For the people that watched the documentary, with the Echo Box, and we're going to do an entire behind the investigation about the Echo Box one day, maybe next week. But for the people that watched the documentary, for the 267 people that watched it,
VHH,
that was on a tablet in airplane mode with no service and no contacts. So how it pulled my son's name out of it 3 times, and Brent's son,
it pulled my son's name out of it. And I know we want to bench this for that conversation when we get to do the behind the scenes on that one.
But
again,
how did that happen?
I'm just going to say this because this is how you got to understand the app. Even if you had a database of on your phone of audio files, the Echo Vox does not touch anything. It doesn't look at your browser. It doesn't look at an audio file. It doesn't go anywhere except from the mic or from the speaker to the mic to where it writes the data and then spits it back out and creates a loop. So it's not pulling from anything except for what's out here. What you're saying and what other things are saying. So anyway, we'll get into that kind of stuff anyways. But that's why you use it, because it works. And when you get something, it's I'm skeptical at everything, and I always say, really think about it, listen to it, try and figure out how word came through. But when you get something that was not said at all, you better pay attention to it. And it's pretty compelling to me.
It's those captures through the echo.
Yeah.
Captures through the echo. I mean, it's crazy. Good stuff.
It is crazy.
That's why we use it.
Do we want to do another video from this one?
Sure. Let's look at the one
Or do you want to?
that we do down in the basement. So going into this video that Brent's going to pull up, Brent, he's talking to Steve. I think Steve comes through here. But one of the claims is that they had this little little music boxes that
music box.
and you twist up and the ballerina goes around in circles. One of the claims was that she would go downstairs and the music box would be open and twirling around and singing. So in this clip, we try to hit on the music box and we get an answer.
Yep.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yes. So here we go with this. Would you want to say something?
Here's a Brent Smith feature
Yeah.
right here.
Ben.
Done.
Ben.
We want proof that someone's here. Someone's communicating with us. We need proof. Someone talk to us and start talking to us. Tell us your name. Tell us why you're here. Somebody. There's a music box upstairs. Did somebody turn that on? Has somebody turn that on? That music box? Wind that music box? You know that belongs to?
A male, I do.
Yeah.
Clear as day, male, I do. And then a female, me.
Me.
So, I mean, again, you hear that. Typically, when we're using Spirit Box, that, and I say it on one of the videos from way back when, that when it starts to whistle,
Yeah.
and it
I
starts
remember.
to really,
Yep.
typically that means something's about to come out.
Yeah, like we learned that way long ago, and like you'll actually see you in a lot of the videos after we realize that, being like, oh, like you're about to call out, it's about to hit. I hear it.
Oh, I can hear it coming up right there.
Yep.
Yep. So, I mean, clear as day, I do. There was a little bit of radio blip in that. I think this was before we detuned that certain model that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a PSP7, and then we got PSP11, and we detuned them both.
Yep.
There was a little bit of radio blip in that one, but the I do and the me are very.
I mean, yeah, very clear. Yeah, predominant. The me was. I mean, can't argue with it. I don't think you can argue either one of them. I don't even have headphones on right here in front of the computer, and I heard it.
Yeah. This case, we were able to figure out that, you know what, maybe we should try to. Yeah, so
right.
We're gonna try to give you some stuff about Steve. Steve came through a couple times in the box, and here is one of them.
All right, let's see what we get.
I think first interaction was Steve.
Right. Okay. Yep. Exactly.
Or did you say Lee? Yes, what? Record the yes, no answer. Yes or what? Steve or Lee?
Steve or Lee? Nothing. There it is. Oh, I love it. I love
So
it.
there's Steve coming through twice when asked, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
We couldn't find
And not just and just to say, like the fact that with nothing else you could hear nothing else in any of that.
Steve twice.
Yeah.
So we could never find anything about Steve, like the actual person, Steve.
I think
But
what
again,
sucked the most about this investigation was, it's like,
it was so hard to find history on the place.
did you really give? Yeah, what could we really give the homeowner?
we tried looking into the deeds and stuff like that. There was not a lot in there.
Yeah.
So I think Steve might have been from the farm time. And just, you know, it's not the house, it's the ground.
There's another video. We don't have to go into it. You know, everybody who wants to see it, you know, get on there and get on the channel and check them out. There's some of the first videos that early videos you posted on this channel, and there's ones from upstairs. They say something about isn't that something like get us to the gate or something like
Find
that?
the spot to the gate.
Find a spot to the gate. I remember that. Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. That was upstairs in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a cool, interesting, you know.
Find the spot to the gate.
Remember this obvious, yeah.
6 words. It was in dictionary mode. So for those 6 words to be said, each word had to hit a certain assigned level of energy to that word.
Yeah.
Phonetic generator database.
Yep. So I mean, it doesn't answer a lot of questions, but it was definitely an interesting capture.
Well, we presented the evidence that we captured, and we came up with a conclusion that yeah, you have 2. And
Yep.
you have Steve, and you have some female that is not cooperating. She might be your mischievous spirit.
Yeah.
So nothing to worry about.
And it was very clear that I didn't think they were hostile at all. If anything, they were more fearful than anything. They didn't want to leave. They wanted to be there too. And I think, I mean, it felt like they were fearful of somehow being forced out or whatever, of what they thought we were going to do. But there was definitely a concern that the spirits had there. But in the end, it didn't seem to me like there was anything negative there to be afraid of.
No, at no point did I feel anything negative. I felt them because, of course, we're investigators. We know what they feel like when they're by us.
Yep.
Anything negative? No, not at all.
Yeah.
So they were happy with the actually. There's another video with the homeowner asking if she was using the SEM device, simple energy meter, asking Steve and whoever the other female was to, hey, if you want to stay here, if you want to just live with us and get along, make the SEM beat twice.
Yeah.
And it beat twice.
Yeah.
So we showed her all this evidence, and she actually came to the conclusion that, all right, I'm not crazy. Things are happening here, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, even without a lot of answers, that's what I remember. There was nothing hostile. She wasn't concerned. She actually, it all ended in a comfort.
Mm-hmm.
We just, you know, even without a lot of answers, she was like, okay, you know, kind of one of those, all right, it's enough for me to know. And, you know, I always think stuff like this shows that there is at least a level of communication. You know, when you go through these, so with the residents, you go through this whole process and you can see the interaction, the response, and therefore it sets up okay, well, you know, we do have an open avenue of, hey, we can talk. And I always say, you know, keep it to, please stop. You know, don't do that. I wouldn't, don't go opening up your life and everything to anything out there that can really end up nasty. But at least you know you have an avenue of communication with something respectful to respect it back, would say, hey, look, this stop right now.
I actually think she stayed there for a good 3-4 years after the investigation before she sold.
Okay, yeah. I don't actually, I was going to ask you that because I don't remember. That's one I don't remember to follow up.
I mean, we had videos of them Again, you can check. They're all posted down a little bit below, but we had videos of them saying, Steve and whoever she was, saying the cat's name. You know,
Yeah.
they knew the cat. It was like they were part of the family, I guess. But you know, we
I remember when we left there. Remember we used to make those little makeshift cameras,
mhm,
video cameras, and they were actually technically full spectrum, really, cameras. But we give them to, so when we go to a residential, we give them to them, we'd use them, and then we'd leave them with them. Like, here, this is yours.
Yep.
If you catch something though, please send us. What you got. They never did. So I don't know if they ever had any more interaction. I'm sure they did, but they didn't share it with us. Not that I remember.
no. When we posted again, she approved everything to be posted on the Facebook page and
Oh yeah.
property of Pasadena Paranormal investigators at the time. Now Pasadena Paranormal, but she approved everything to be used. So I think we got some pretty cool stuff to use.
We did.
So we posted it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It was cool. It was fun. It was cool. I mean, everywhere we go is its own level of
I was able to when we walked away from that one, I was able to say we did a good job.
Yeah.
We didn't have much to work with. And we went in there and we got some answers and they were happy.
And I mean, this isn't you can't. That's another thing I think we should bring up with any one of these, any investigation you go on. You could go in somewhere that's like overactive
Mm-hmm.
and not get anything. I mean, if something doesn't want to communicate, it doesn't want to communicate, and that's just that. And when we first started, it was, we're not trying to make a TV show. I remember us having that conversation. Like, I don't love to get into this. And we started talking about, actually making, clips and stuff when we went to the Facebook page. It was like, as long as this doesn't turn into a need to produce, because I don't ever want to, we both of us agree. We never want to be in that situation. We're not out here trying to produce evidence. There is evidence in this place, or there's not that we can capture, and if we don't capture it, that doesn't mean it's not accurate. It doesn't mean there's nothing there. It just means we didn't get anything.
One thing that I can hang my hat on is everything that we have done. I feel is 100% legit.
Yep.
And
It's been scrutinized by us. That's no joke. It really is scrutinized. Thoroughly put through the ringer.
you should see the stuff that was thrown at. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So,
There's that investigation. It was fun.
And it was a good one. It was a good little residential. It was a time consumer because we actually tried to really provide answers. It took a couple months after, maybe 2 months after the investigation to finally get to them. I gave her updates every week on what the things that we were finding, but it took a while to put it all together, and I think we did a good job.
Yep.
Just
Agreed.
like we did on the last one, and just like what we're going to do on this one.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what we do. We do a good job. So I just want to touch base on some things that were told to me this week when I was talking with the new client from Pennsylvania. I'll just say that they're in Pennsylvania. I won't give you the town yet. I won't give you the place, but the people in Pennsylvania, they contacted a bunch of our former places that we worked with, and the reviews that she was given on the professionalism and the reverence that we had for our locations, it really made me happy. She said we come highly recommended, very professional, And one of the locations that she contacted is actually wanting us to come back out to it, which was a former BTI episode as well. So we're going to be looking into that one. But we have, I'm looking at the schedule now. We have the next 6 to 7, 8 months scheduled.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. That's great.
So more documentaries are coming out.
Yep.
Hold on to your seats because they're coming. And if this gets to you and you haven't hit that subscribe button, do it now because it's going to get good with these locations. Wait till you see this place. And if I can get it in December, it's going to be such a presentation.
Oh, dude. Yes. That one. Oh.
Oh, in December?
Yep. Yeah, brother.
Because she told me today they start decorating October.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know me. I love that, so I'm all about
That's
it.
gonna be awesome. Like
Yep.
the pictures of that place. I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you guys about this place. Let's
Yeah.
say that. This place is amazing.
Dude. It is. When I got on and looked at the pictures, I was like, dude, I just want to go here to go here. I want to go there. I actually said I want to go there in December because I want to get in there and check that out.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going for. We got a meeting next Saturday. We got an investigation this Saturday. We got a meeting next Saturday, and we have another meeting the following Saturday. So things are picking up. Hit that subscribe button. Also, Trinity Paranormal out of Long Island. Hit that subscribe button. Courtney has helped us out a lot. She's actually throwing out the Facebook page everywhere. I appreciate it. Shane and Kelly, Exploring with Shane and Kelly, hit that button. Dark Water, hit that button. These are all channels that you guys need to look at. Charleston Paranormal. I've been talking with them this week. They put out a great documentary style episode from an investigation. Go hit their butt because they do good work out of Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, my South Carolina brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. They do good work. Shadow Vision Paranormal. Jane, Australia. Hit her button. She's a good girl. Doing good work. So, and we also got our Latino flavor from Portugal and Brazil. A Procura do Supernatural. KLV do Supernatural SP. Decoro Supernatural. These guys are always on the page. Go through there. They do good work. A little bit of a language barrier, but if you got Google Translate, good. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter, but my COVID shot is kicking my ass. And we got things to work on. We got some big things coming up Saturday.
Yeah, Derek, you gotta feel better for Saturday.
I do.
Rest up.
No, I don't. I didn't even finish my second beer. All right, y'all. Well,
Hey,
everybody have a good one. We hope you're enjoying the content. Hit the subscribe button because it's only going to get better. So for me,
and me.
Brent, I wish you would do, and I will not let you walk into that darkness alone. Have a good one.
See you guys.